Greetings, everybody, and welcome to a blustery Salthawk Sports Complex in Hutchinson, Kansas. It's time for Hutchinson Community College Women's Soccer on the Blue Dragons Sports Network. This afternoon, the unbeaten Blue Dragons at 5-0-1 get set to take on the Dodge City Conquistadors, coming with a record of 3-4-1 in a Jayhawk West matchup. Steve Carpenter, Blue Dragon Sports Information Director with you. Cloud still filling in. Teams in their final stages of warm-ups as we get set for another, what will eventually be night game at the Salthawk Sports Complex. This will be Hutchinson's third 6 o'clock start and eventually under the lights. Hutchinson 1-0-1 in those games. They come off a night game at Heston where, if you talk to head coach Sammy Lane, it was a very underwhelming 4-1 victory. The reason for that underwhelming tone from Coach Lane was because the score probably should have been 8 or 9 as Hutchinson continues to miss on numerous 1v1 chances. They are still scoring plenty of goals. They are second in the Jayhawk West in scoring with 39 goals scored behind only Barton. They've only allowed 4. But Hutchinson would likely be number 1 in scoring in the league had they connected on all of the missed chances that we've seen them miss over the course of the first 6 games. Still, though, an unblemished record of 6-0-1, or not totally, but unbeaten record. One tie in there with Barton. 3-0-1 in conference play, currently in third place with 10 points. Dodge City right behind the Blue Dragons with 6 points, 2-2 record. They were defeated by Barton last time out after coming off a 2-game losing streak, that coming on Saturday. The score was 8-0. Blue Dragon head coach Sammy Lane goes after career win number 199. 198 wins coming into this one. A possible 200th if successful tonight. First attempt will come against former Blue Dragon player Ashley Burnett, who was part of 40 of those wins back in her days in 2010 and 2011 with the Blue Dragons. But before we talk about any of that, the Blue Dragons must first get by a Dodge City team very capable of coming to the Salthawk Sports Complex and getting a W. Again, 3-4-1 are the Conquistadors. They've scored 15 goals, given up 22. In goal today for the Conquistadors will be Alexis McKinnon, a sophomore from Eagle River, Alaska. She's 0-1 with the 6.00 goals against and just a 400 save percentage. Blue Dragons will put freshman Taylor Camp out of Waxahachie, Texas in goal. 4-0-1 for Camp. A 0.77 goals against and a 733 save percentage. That in itself not made her happy. She gave up 3 goals against Barton and then gave up another one on Saturday night against Heston, and that didn't set too well with the freshman. One player who will not be in the lineup this afternoon will be sophomore forward Megan Maslick, out for an undetermined amount of time with an injury. She received that injury in the Garden City game a week ago Wednesday. Played the rest of that game, but then was unable to play against Heston on Saturday night and is currently walking around in a boot here on the field. Let's get to the starters real quickly for the Blue Dragons. On defense will be sophomore Haley Burke, freshman Jenna Bose, freshman Angela Rader, and freshman Bailey Flowers. In the midfield, it will be sophomore Caitlin Sabala, freshman Ashley Venegas, who had a very strong week last week with a couple of goals and an assist. And also in the midfield is Cameron Rodriguez, a freshman from Odessa, Texas. Up front, in the middle will be Naomi Waithra. She'll be flanked by Rayleigh Mader and Sydney Blackwell. A strong wind blowing out of the south, so it'll be blowing right to left on the screen. Hutchinson will have the wind first. So sometimes in wind like this, which is gusting around 25 miles per hour. It's how many goals you can put in and then hold on, because Sammy Lane in the weekly Blue Dragon News Conference said a win like this actually gives you 2 to 3 girls more of defense just going against the wind. So Dodge City out on the field. The Dragons getting ready to come out. We're going to take a quick break. We are about set to go. Dodge City will start us off. Welcome to Blue Dragon Women's Soccer here on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. Hutchinson Blue Dragons and the Dodge City Conquistadors. There's a header toward the goal by Sydney Blackwell. Now the Dragons try to put the pressure on. Sabala can't get to it. Dodge City tries to go up the far sideline. Right there is Haley Burke to press it forward. Bounding around. Now the Dragons try to move it upfield. Waithra working around some traffic. Still working. Now goes back, and the Dragons try to reset. Sabala goes right side to Waithra. Waithra coming off a 1-goal, 2-assist game on Saturday against Heston. There's a flick into the box, giving Jace's Blackwell. She gets to it. Now looks to try to cross it with the left foot. It goes in, but right into the hands of keeper Alexis McKinnon. Dragons really never getting a good scoring look there. Punts away, and the one's going to knock it down. Brought down momentarily by Venegas. But Dodge City comes up with possession. Now tried to play long against the wind. That's not going to happen. In fact, that punt, when it came, it was only about 10 yards from the center line. Didn't even make the center line, and it's a throw-in on the other side for the Blue Dragons. Coming into this one, as far as active players go, Braylee Mader, the sophomore from Hutch High, the leading scorer on the team, 6 goals, 6 assists, and 18 points. Ashley Venegas, 4 goals, 1 assist, 9 points. And Naomi Waithra, 4 goals and 6 assists for 14 points. And Megan Maslick and her 9 goals out of action for an undetermined amount of time. Right now, Dodge City pressuring. Bad turnover in the midfield by Bailey Flowers. Dragons try to press and get the ball back. Flowers gets knocked down. No call, but they will actually call the offsides. So it'll be up. Offsides against the Conquistadors, and the Dragons get it back. Haley Burke plays it short to Jenna Bose. Very good backline for the Dragons this year. Bose reverses her field, tries to go. Now threads a pass through that Sydney Blackwell wasn't ready for. She goes down and is in a bit of pain. May have gotten kicked. We'll keep an eye on Sydney as the Dragons try to press forward. Here's Sabala. Now a whistle stops play, and I believe Sports Medicine is going to go out and attend to Sydney Blackwell. Addie White, the freshman from Buhler, Kansas, will take over for her. Sydney's up, limping, but not being required, any help required off the field. She may have gotten kicked or rolled up on, but she's coming off with a smile on her face. That's usually a good sign. And more she walks, more the limp is becoming less and less. So now the ball being about ready to be put back into play. And off the drop, it's kicked out of bounds and will belong to Dodge City. Just a little over 3 minutes into this one. coming up in about 25 minutes. Blue Dragon volleyball at Butler. We'll give you updates on that match. Now the Busters working against the wind. Work up to midfield, but Genebo steps up with an aggressive play and gets it to Waithrow. Waithrow tries to bring it upfield, goes right side to Sabala. Now further right toward Braley Mater along the right sideline. Braley Mater makes the turn, and it goes out of bounds. We'll see if it's a goal kick or a corner. I think it's a corner. Braley Mater was taken. First corner of the game belongs to the Blue Dragons. The low line driver, Waithrow, misses the header. She'll chase down the miss and try to work through traffic toward the goal line. Now double teamed is Waithrow. She comes away again out to Braley Mater. Mater's cross on the ground will skip in, and diving to control it is Dodge City keeper Alexis McKinnon. In their last 3 games have registered goals in the first 5 minutes of each of those 3. There's a nice little flick in by Venegas, but they return right back to her. And Dodge City deposits it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Dragons. So that streak comes to an end. We're 5 minutes in. The Dragons had goals in the first 5 minutes of the last 3 games. Cameron Rodriguez tries to press out of bounds again, and it'll be another Dragon throw in. Temperature awfully warm, right at about 92 degrees this afternoon. A little late summer before fall gives away this weekend. It's supposed to be a front coming through. Actually, tomorrow night may come through during the Blue Dragon football game at Gowan Stadium with RPA. Vegas gets the ball taken away, and it's played long down the line. Now Flowers presses, trying to get it back. Bailey Flowers there at center field to take it away. Sabala with a tough touch in the midfield, now turns. Tries to split 2 defenders, pass up the middle, and it's taken away. Dragons take it right back, Rodriguez right side. Now into the box, Waithrow gives chase, still coming. Andy White overran the play, and Dodge City comes up with it. Marcelo Coronado tried to play it. Now the Dragons come with it. Here's Rodriguez. Into wide on the left side. Chance for the Dragons. There's a cross. Skips all the way through the box. Mater gets it right back to Sabala. But a Dodge City player takes it away. Now as the Conks try to come up the field, Jenna Bose plays and pressures. Dragons continue to press. Still really haven't created a scoring chance yet. Rodriguez again gets it over to White. Chip back to Rodriguez, right back to White. Nice little give and go, but the ball skipped behind. Dodge City keeps the Dragons at bay once again. Now coming up 7 minutes into the first half. There's Angela Rader working up the right side, long pass to Waithrow. Sammy Allen wants Naomi Waithrow to go by. Ball off to Braley Mater, but her second touch gets away from her. Still the Dragons keep possession. Cross in by Waithrow. It's off a conquistador, and I believe it's going to be a Blue Dragon corner. Braley Mater to take it. Hutchinson's second corner of the afternoon. Possession all with the Blue Dragons right now with this high south wind. Sabala gets it. She takes a shot and it's blocked. Another chip into the box. Scramble for the ball. Still loose. Still loose. Now Waithrow gets it. She shoots and it's saved. A point-blank save by Alexis McKinnon. Couple of shots on it One by Sabala that was blocked, and Wather had a point-blank shot taken away.
Hey! Just freaking roll it on the ground!
She tried to blast away and get the highlight reel-type goal instead of being fundamentally sound and put it in.
Hey! It can't be any worse than what just happened. And you might actually get a shot on goal. Naomi, get up!
So now, goal kick for the Busters. That's what we talked about in the opening, was Dragons' inability to finish right in front of the goal. They've created numerous scoring chances in their first 6 games and have scored their share of goals. Could be so much more if the offense were just a little more efficient. And that is something that Sammy Lane has lamented for the last couple of weeks in the weekly press conferences. Sabalo tries to go forward. It's taken away. Now, chance for Addie White to press is kicked out of bounds. Dragons trying to keep the pressure on. Really only one quality scoring chance. That's off the corner. Kicked out of bounds again. Right now, Dodge City very content. Just knocking it out and playing the throw-ins.
Well, not now, but when she's standing where you are, Mark. Not giving her 5 yards of a head start.
Dragon keeper Taylor Camp making her 6th start and 7 chances. Coming out to play it off the throw-in is McKinnon. Francine Mays has gotten the bulk of action for Dodge City in goal. She's 2-3-1. 2.24 goals against. Raider being pressured. Going back to Haley Burke. Now the Dragons try to switch sides of the field. Haley Flowers reverses again into the middle. Rodriguez right back to Flowers. Right now the Dragons starting to lose a little bit of field. Will be played back to keeper Taylor Camp. Camp coming out playing safety valve. 34-15 and counting. Play first half. Long pass through everybody. It'll be a Conquistador goal kick. Only blemish on the Dragon record this year, tie on September 8th against Barton. That tie could hinder, or there's a flip into the box. White can't get to it. She still has possession. Will bring it out and try to reset. Nope, they say it went over the end line for a Dodge City goal kick.
Hey, and it's okay to make a diagonal run.
Now we got a momentary stoppage. Clock officially stopped now. Alexis McKinnon, I think, fixing her knee brace. That's exactly what it is. Nothing serious, which we are glad about. 33-16 to go. Another good sign. Sydney Blackwell going back in. She left the game injured a few minutes ago. She'll be headed back in once play resumes. Now we're back underway. Haley Burke at the midfield. Dragons try to move forward. And now Dodge City keeping mostly everybody back. Bose plays a nice through ball to Addie White. White can't control it. Here's Wather now. And a whistle. Be a foul on the Dragons. Naomi Wather whistled for the infraction. First of the game for either team. Nice little crowd starting to fill in here at the Salthawk Sports Complex. Low line driver. It's played by Coronado for the Conquistadors, but the Dragons continue to press and come up with possession. Mater. Rodriguez now back to Flowers. Angela Rader will now take it down the line. And here come the Dragons. Mater in the box, sent it in, chipped in, and it's on the outside of the goal. So it was a shot, but deflected out of bounds. Actually, Braylee Mater is going to exit the game for Sydney Blackwell. And Jenna Bose will take the corner, third Dragon corner of the afternoon. Corner is short, headed high by Wather, now out. Blackwell tries to kick it backwards into the box. Trickles out wide and played by Dodge City's keeper McKinnon. So right now, Dodge City got to be very happy with the first 14 minutes of this one. They'll get this wind in the second half. Although the wind not having quite the effect one might think. Right now, a lot of this is pressure on by the Dragons. Bailey Flowers. Over right side, Angela Rader. Rader travels in the midfield, now plays it long for Blackwell, but only Conquistadors are there. City's leading scorer is Chloe Prachel, 3 goals to her credit, 6 points. Several players with 4. Ruby Grijalis with 5. Ball into the box, easy play for McKinnon. And she'll punt it away. That time the wind knocks it down. Cameron Rodriguez takes it right out of the air. Chips over to Blackwell, and the Dragons look to attack. Diagonal pass inside, knocked down. Now the Dragons look to regain control. Sprinting up the field now for Dodge City is Renisha Beauplan. Burke now presses, and the Dragons come away with it in midfield. Rader up the line, out of bounds to Dodge City. Into the game for the first time for Dodge City, Rebecca Martinez. She's from Dodge City. Now a sophomore. He's yet to record a point this year. Dragons with 14 different players to record points so far this season. Dodge City with 8. Dodge City has not even approached the Hutchinson goal yet. Dragons try to press Blackwell. She rolls over the ball. Now Dodge City tries to take advantage. Wind knocks it down. That gives Sabala a chance. Now the Dragons look to press, and that wind knocks it down that time for Dodge City. Long pass upfield by Liliana Vasquez. Now Coronado gets to it in the midfield. Fight for the ball. Dragons lose that 50-50 ball. Martinez tries to play it forward. Now a chance for Coronado. She tries to go 1-on-2, now 1-on-3, and she backs it off. Chipped toward the goal, coming out aggressively is Taylor Camp. Collision with Dodge City's Renisha Beauplan. Both players get up, and Taylor Camp puts it away. That a potentially dangerous play against the Dragons. Unfortunately, Taylor, he was very aggressive coming out of the goal. In fact, that's what got her in trouble out at Trinidad State in the game that didn't count, but she still had a red card delivered against her. She came out to play the ball and wound up mistakenly crashing into a Trinidad State player and drew an instant red card. Dragons are going to get another corner. A long ball that was played, but last touch by Dodge City. Jenna Bose to today at the corner. Off in the background here over toward the Hutch Airport, a Blackhawk helicopter was touching down. That's quite a sight. Bose's corner kick way up the box, chased down by Sydney Blackwell. Taken off her foot, knocked out of bounds. It should be a dragon ball. 27-30 and counting. Right now the Dragons not getting much done offensively.
Holy shit.
Get back, get on side!
Dragons with the ball now. Genevos plays it forward to midfield with Dodge City right there. Now Waither takes it away. Waither goes. They got a chance. Pass a little bit slow for Rodriguez or for Venegas. She gets ahead of everybody. Here's Ashley Venegas shooting with the left foot. It's a goal. Dragons score first. The 26-42 mark. Ashley Venegas using her speed, scoring her 5th of the year on Naomi Waither's 7th assist of the year. And the Dragons lead at 1-0. That time you saw Ashley just take a pass about 40 yards out and just turn the Jets on. And she finished with the off-footer left foot to the lower right-hand corner, and Hutchinson leads at 1-0. Oh, that's took the internet off. So 1-0 Hutch. Millie Flowers with the defensive player. With Dodge City keeps it. Now Angela Rader works 1v1, trying to work the ball away from the Conquistadors. I think our internet was down with the live stats. We'll try to get those up shortly. Addie White trying to chase it down toward the left corner. She won't get to it.
And then look where the pass goes. Hey, they're lined up at the halfway line. You've taken a cut. You could have released us. But you want to dribble the ball. And not only that, she lashed the ball. Hey, is there any chance you can make a body tackle in midfield today? Get in, Addie! Better.
Getting this tweet out. That's why the dead space for just a moment. Here's White moving in. Her shot is saved, and off the deflection, McKinnon makes a great dive to turn the Dragons away for a second opportunity.
Or at least put it on the ground. Come on, Savannah! Body up! Again! Good!
Now we're cooking. Live stats are back up. Manny Koger on the stats computer today. The crafty general Brandon Sams running the stream. Dragons at the 1-0 lead on an Ashley Venegas goal, her 5th of the season. Now a chance for Marcela Coronado. She tries to sprint up. Good aggressive play by Flowers. Dragons push it up to Addie White. Now Ashley Venegas working 1v1. Nice ball into the feet of Addie White. She puts the speed on, gets knocked down from behind, no call. Jenna Bose flicks it toward the box. No Dragon there. Addie White pressures. A bad pass. Now the Dragons trying to press and get it back. Addie White does so. Now it's down the line. Venegas working. He goes up the line again to White. White once again knocked down. Again, no call. Long pass forward to Coronado. She tries a sprint, but Bailey Flowers back there for the Dragons. Turns, kicks it into the midfield to Caitlin Sabala. Sabala's pass knocked down by the lead official. Rodriguez comes back and gets the ball away. Potentially another dangerous situation for Hutch. Now Mater plays long into the right corner for Sydney Blackwell. Sydney gets to it, tries to make the turn, and it's off a Dodge City player for Hutchinson's fourth corner of the afternoon. Check that fifth corner. Braylee Mater with the corner. Coming from the right side again. Wind kind of knocks it down, doesn't even get to the goal. Now another chip in, rocks right back to the feet of Mater, and it'll trickle out of bounds. Another Dragon corner. Dragons' 40th goal of the year. Venegas, the third goal scorer with at least 5. Jen Bose knocks the punt down. Now Kaylin Sabala with it. Plays it down the middle. Here's Braylee Mater moving, and Mater shoots. And it's a jumping save for Alexis McKinnon. Dragons saw plenty of good goalkeeping from Vivi Rodriguez of Heston College, who had 19 saves on Saturday night in a 4-1 loss to the Dragons. But as much as the Dragons missed 1v1 chances, 19 saves in a soccer match is extremely huge. Now the Dragons will get a corner from the left side. And it'll be Braylee Mater. Right now I'm kind of screened by several Dodge City substitutes, so I'm having trouble seeing it. Kick in. There's a shot wide. It must deflect it out back to Braylee Mater. Braylee tries to switch it with a long pass. Sabala in the middle, being pressured. Back to Haley Burke. Burke wanted to chip it in. Now it goes right side, but a nice header thwarts that Dragon opportunity. A header by Chloe Prachel. Sabala chips forward, but it's knocked back. 20 and a half minutes to play, 1-0 Blue Dragons. Good header into the box. Both Cameron Rodriguez and Braylee Mater give chase, but the wind will blow it right into the hands of Alexis McKinnon. McKinnon right now with 3 saves. Dragons with 6 shots, 4 on goal. Rodriguez flicks it up the middle. There's a shot into the box, but really nothing doing as McKinnon comes out to get it. I'll be glad when there's a stoppage to let these Dodge City subs get in, because all the action's on the side of the field that I can't see right now. Raider plays it long. Dodge City defending very well, especially in the midfield. They're not giving the Dragons any room. There's the stoppage I've been waiting for. Karina Shavara, Melissa Del Real Luna, Amy Ortiz, Jennifer Arteaga are all in the game. I think I missed one Dodge City sub. So wholesale changes for second-year head coach Stuart Borte. A bad pass from Coronado behind the intended conquistador, out of bounds. They're in for the Dragons. 18:50 to play. Venegas waits. Her pass in the middle to nobody but purple jerseys. Ariola plays it long. Flowers knocks it down, chases it down. Over to Haley Burke. Haley plays Plays it in the middle, Sabala. Now out right side, Angela Rader. Rader waits, still waits, reaches midfield. Now sends it down the line. That pass knocked down. Rader gets it wide back, but chips it into the foot of Deanna Prieto. Nice aggressive play by Jenna Bose. Now neither team having good luck getting through the midfield. And contrary to popular belief, Jim Cantori will not show up at halftime because of this wind. There's no hurricane coming through Hutchinson, just a big old Kansas south wind. There's Mater wanting to make the turn. On the right side, high chip into the box. A header is off the mark. Rayleigh Mater actually had the header. That was Sydney Blackwell who had the cross into the box. Rayleigh just couldn't redirect it enough. It'll be a Dodge City goal kick. All up the middle, right to the foot of Cameron Rodriguez. Rodriguez with two defenders now passes forward. And the wind will take it out of bounds. No, it'll actually stay in. Dodge City plays it. It is tough going with the wind, playing those through balls. You just don't know how much pace to put on it. And when you're going against the wind like this, you cannot put enough pace on it. Pass taken away by Chloe Prachel. Dodge City tries to mount an attack. They have yet to get a shot off. In fact, the only time that Taylor Campus played the ball is when the Dragons played to her. Ball into the box. There's a shot. Big time save by Alexis McKinnon. Her fourth.
Shoot!
Sammy Lane is wanting Naomi Wather to shoot a little bit more, which you probably heard with Sammy standing right in front of us.
You ran all the way up into number 13.
Brianna Chavez returns to the game. She's a 2-goal scorer for the Busters. And leaving is Ruby Grajales with a bit of a limp. Again, it's hot. It's right around 90 degrees. So hopefully everybody is well hydrated. And cramping won't become an issue come second half. They should be underway down in El Dorado with Blue Dragon Volleyball. We'll have updates time to time from the power plant in El Dorado. Goal kick return header, but it goes right back to McKinnon. Only goal by the Dragons, by Ashley Venegas. She took a pass from Naomi Wather and just split the defense and used her speed, finishing with her left foot. That ball coming in the 23rd minute. Now Jenna Bose travels into traffic. Ball deflected, but it's kicked right out of bounds. It'll be a Dragon throw-in with Addie White ready to come in.
Hey, when Jenna's trying to dribble down the line into space, get away. Hey, Rick.
Sydney White off, Sydney Blackwell off, Addie White in. Throw in to Flowers. Bailey flips it into the box onto the foot of Sabala. She's pressured backwards. Angela Rader takes it over. Rader reverses. Now prays it back to Burke. Burke, nice little touch around a defender. Now a flick into the box by Rodriguez, but nobody home for the Dragons.
You know the wind is blowing that way hard. So you have to make soft passes. Shelly, pass the ball forward early.
Dodge City defensively playing mostly everybody back, going against this wind, trying to protect against the Dragons' front line. Right now, that front line being a little bit attacked by injury with Megan Maslick out for a while. Of course, Megan had that 4-goal game to start the season. And it's a team high 9 goals goals, but her season for right now is off to our right, sitting on the Dragon bench, lending moral support, but she's still a team leader.
You gotta be deeper.
Will be
Good decision, Bailey.
basically that fourth coach. A long ball played by Jennifer Arteaga of Dodge City. She tries to go forward into the foot of Venegas. Now Wather has it, sprints to the right, takes a shot, and is a diving save by Alexis McKinnon. McKinnon now with 5 saves. I always tell my photographers to try to get pictures of our goalies, but there's just times Hutch's goalies never see the ball. Right now, Taylor Camp, very lonely person back in the Dragon goal. Foul call on the Dragons, a potential opportunity for Dodge City. Second foul called on Hutchinson. Again, Dodge City going against the win, 13:20 to play now. That ball is played to the top of the box and headed backwards now. Venegas flicks it over a Dodge City defender. Ball being played in midfield, taken away by Addie White, but she's whistled for a foul. Got a little too much of Valerie Albada. Little line drive kick. Taken by Kaylin Sabala. Now Venegas
Break the pressure.
and Haley Burke plays it long for
Hey, that's a good ball.
Addie White. White won't be able to chase it down. And it'll be a Dodge City goal kick. Amber Ruiz to check in. Also checking in for the Blue Dragons for the first time, Alex Miller. Fresh midfielder from Hutchinson. Goal and 2 assists for Alex in spot duty. She did have 1 start this year. That's when she got her goal. Actually got all 4 points in that game against Garden City.
Release Jelly instead of standing looking at it.
Cameron Rodriguez right side over to Addie White. White working 1v1 onto the foot of Rodriguez, but bad touches, and the Dragons fight to keep control. Now Melissa Rader steps in. Dodge City player goes down. No call. I think the Rader thought there might be a foul call and lit it up. Now played down the line. Chloe Prazel tries to chase it down. Bailey Flowers beats her to the spot and will play it back to Taylor Camp. That's only the second time Taylor has touched the ball today. Now a bad pass by Taylor onto the foot of Dodge City's Alejandra Areola. Dragons will double team with Miller and Bose. And Hutch tries to clear the ball out of trouble. Miller plays up the line, not a good pass. Ball loose. Now a flick knocked down by Bailey Flowers. Chloe Prazel tried to get a through ball through, but Bailey Flowers right there. Now Waithra. Chancellor Dykes played right onto the foot of Addie White. He misplays the ball, misses out on a golden scoring chance. But Hutchinson's going to come away with a goal kick. 10:50 to play. 1-0 Hutch. Braylee Mader taking Hutchinson's 8th corner of the half. Dragons have had really only 1 scoring opportunity. Here's Hick. And doesn't have a chance as it lands behind the goal. Dragons have had a couple of wonderful set pieces this year, but again, that's another part of the offensive arsenal that has not been up to snuff for Sammy Lane. Dodge City working it up the field with Deanna Prieto. Now long ball played. Here's a chance for the Busters. It's Coronado. She has to chase it down. Allows the Dragons a chance to recover. Alex Miller. But Coronado comes from behind and takes it away from her. Ball loose. Cameron Rodriguez will get out to it. Plays it out for Bose. Jenna plays it long. But neither team can control it. But now Wather comes up to him. A little pass to Mater. She tries to play to Rodriguez, but the ball deflects into the box. And Addie White coming on hard, but McKinnon got to it first. Ashley Venegas, not a great pass through the middle. Dodge City comes away with it. Long ball flick forward, headed back the other way by Haley Burke for the Dragons. Now Venegas into Waithra. Dodge City sweeper there to take it away. Long ball forward. Haley Burke takes it away. Now with 3 people on her, Rodriguez spins and makes a bad pass into the middle. Sprinting up field is Prieto. Prieto tries to send it into the box, but it's knocked out by Bose. Ball flipped to the right side. Dodge City will not be able to keep possession. It'll be a Dragon throw-in as Kaylin Sabala will come in for Alex Miller. Shots are 9-0 Hutch. 6 shots on goal. The only stat for Dodge City right now is 5 saves for keeper Alexis McKinnon. Under 8 minutes to play in the opening half. Still waiting on our first update from Butler. In fact, that update is Hutchinson trailing early 8-4. Foul called on the Dragons. Sandy Ledoux went down, and the Dragons whistled for the infraction. Alejandra Areola with the free kick. Still got a hard time from there reaching the goal. Areola's kick angled away from the goal, chased down by Coronado, but Bailey Flowers will get to it. Long pass is taken away by Dodge City. Now Flowers nearly has one taken off her feet, but she's able to recover. Still Dodge City with some pressure with the win. Amy Waithra takes it away. Waithra off to Rodriguez. Chance for the Dragons. There's a through ball. Getting to it is Mater chasing one-on-one. Now the ball deflected into the left corner. Mater still giving chase. She gets to it first. Working against Jennifer Arteaga. Now on to Bose. Bose will play it in the middle with Waithra. And Naomi gets the ball taken away, but she gets it right back. But a foul called on Waithra. Tomorrow night, Blue Dragon football on the network. Blue Dragons, number 11 in the country, against RPA. Promises to be some offensive fireworks in that one. And ball flicked backwards by Waithra. Dodge City with a couple of defenders back. Naomi comes away with it, gets it to the right side to Venegas. Here's Ashley, crosses it in, and Addie White can't play it. Now cross in by Sabala, knocked out of bounds for a Dragon corner. Yadira Delgado and coming into the game for the first time to play on the back line. Also Sydney Blackwell comes in for Addie White. Yachty is the emergency goalkeeper in case Taylor Camp goes down. Yachty has a win to her credit as a keeper with a shutout. Here's Mater's kick. This one's a pretty good corner, but going high to snag it out of the air before the Dragons can play it is Alexis McKinnon. She's played a strong game in goal in this first half for the Conquistadors. Only allowed one on a great aggressive athletic play by Ashley Venegas. And coming in the 24th minute, we're now less than 4.5 to play in this opening half at the Salthawk Sports Complex. Coronado plays it in to Ledoux. Chance for the Conquistadors, Ledoux, but a nice play by Haley Burke taking it off Ledoux's foot. Ball cleared by Flowers. Now here's Sydney White showing a burst of speed up the right side. Now she slows down, working 1v1 with Aldaba, excuse me. Coronado comes back to take it away. Dodge City doing a nice job of double teaming and really making the Dragons work the ball up the field. Dragons really need clean passes to break this defense. Pass through up the middle. A little bit too far for Naomi Waithrop. Misplay in the midfield by Rodriguez, but Flowers there. Her pass forward knocked back to Haley Burke. Now the Dragons will clear it back to Taylor Camp. Taylor way out. And she sends it long. Dragons can't play it. Now look to press. Venegas takes it away. Kaylin Sabala up the middle towards Sydney Blackwell. Again, the double team by the Conquistadors. Too much for the Dragons, but Hutchinson will come away with a corner kick. Hutch volleyball now tied at 15 all first set against Butler. They're playing without a couple of their big guns. Eden Hebert and Lauren Wilson, two outside hitters, out for Patrick Hall. They may not play this weekend for the Allen Samuels Blue Dragon Classic. Throw in for the Dragons on the far side with 2:15 and counting. Another shot, another diving stop for McKinnon. Dragons just not consistently creating the big scoring chance. Good through ball this time to Mater left side. Mater's cross. It's bouncing around. All kinds of Dodge City contact. Now Sabala can't get a good shot off and it goes wide right. So Dodge City dodges a bullet there.
Sabala, was that your shot? Was that you that shot that or Ashley?
Barton has already won today. They defeated Pratt 13-0 in Great Bend. Barton now 4-0-1 in league play, 5-2 overall. They're 4-0-1 in their last 5. That goal kick knocked down by Ashley Venegas. Now White pressured, sends it back into the box, but McKinnon right there. Really can't call that a shot. Under 40 seconds to play now, opening half. We had Dodge City throw in right in front of their bench to our left. Dragons would love to pressure and get a late one here. Right now, it's a ball game. Headed forward by Bailey Flowers with 25 seconds. Now Dodge City has an opportunity in the final seconds. Coronado up the left side, still sprinting against Yadi Delgado. Coronado with 11 seconds, makes the turn, sends it into the box. Ball deflected by Bailey Flowers, cleared out by Haley Burke with 4, with 3, with 2. And we have reached halftime. It's a 1-0 Hutchinson lead over Dodge City. Now Dodge City will get that strong south wind for the second half, so the Dragons are going to have to play a strong defensive game to finish out this Jayhawk West victory. Halfway home, though, Hutchinson leads it 1-0. We'll return in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to the Salthawk Sports Complex in Hutchinson, everybody. Steve Carpenter with you. We're at halftime, and the Blue Dragon women's soccer team leads Dodge City 1-0. The only goal, an Ashley Venegas goal, her 5th of the year. Naomi Waythrough with the assist. Waythrough about 40 yards out, played a little soft pass right up the middle, and Venegas split the defense, split 2 defenders, and showed her speed, went one-on-one with Alexis McKinnon, crossed to her left, and finished cross with her off foot, left foot into the lower right-hand corner. And the Dragons get their only tally of the opening half right there at the 26-42 mark and lead it 1-0. Hutchinson dominated possession in the opening half, out shooting Dodge City 11-0. 8 shots on goal, but 7 saves by Dodge City keeper Alexis McKinnon. The only time that Hutchinson keeper Taylor Camp touched the ball was when the Dragons played her as a release or a safety valve. That happened on 3 different occasions. Again, Hutchinson out shooting Dodge City 11-0. 10 corners for the Dragons. 4 fouls to Dodge City's 1. Dragons are the only team offside. No bookings have been recorded. So the Dragons lead 1-0 at halftime. Dodge City played a very defensive posture in the opening half going against them. And now we'll see if they'll open things up, try to run some counters. They do play some people forward that might play to the Dragons' advantage. Hutchinson, many of their through balls going a little too far, going with this strong wind gusting up to 25. It does seem to be dying off at times, but then comes back with a vengeance. Always seem to come back with a vengeance when the Dragons have potential offensive opportunities. So the Dragons leading 1-0 at halftime, looking for their 6th win of the year. Hutchinson is 3-0-1 at home. Here's an update from Butler. Hutchinson leads the opening set against Butler 22-21, and the Grizzlies take a timeout. And then another quick update. Dragons have to call a timeout as Butler scores 2 straight, now trailing Butler 23-22. We're going to take another 2-minute break and return with more at halftime. Hutchinson leads Dodge City 1-0. Welcome back to the Salthawk Sports Complex in Hutchinson. Steve Carpenter with you, getting set for the second half of this Jayhawk West women's soccer battle between Hutchinson and Dodge City. Hutchinson with a 1-0 lead on an Ashley Fanegas goal, her 5th of the season in the 24th minute. Now the Dragons are going to go against this gusty southerly wind. Dodge City will have it. Hutchinson outshot Dodge City 8-0 in that first half. Dodge City really never mounted a threat. Dragon Volleyball won their first set 25-23, coming from behind, scoring the last 3 points of the set to take a 1-0 lead over the Grizzlies. So it'll be Dragon Ball to start the second half.
Ashley! Get beside Braylon!
Up front, it'll be Naomi Wather in the middle, flanked by Sydney Blackwell on the right, Braylon Mader on the left, and far out there is Ashley Venegas. She's also playing the midfield. Kaylin Sabala and Cameron Rodriguez in the midfield. Yadi Delgado, Haley Burke, Bailey Flowers, and Jenna Bowes on the back line with Taylor Camp, who did not make a save in that opening half. And we're about set to go. Again, we'll keep track of Dragon Volleyball for you. They have a 1-0 lead over Butler. Big weekend coming up. You got football tomorrow night against RPA. 4 games in the Blue Dragon Classic
That's not Ashley! That's not Ashley! Ashley was standing over there!
this weekend, 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday. So here we go. Dragons working against one. Here's Wather. Wather working one-on-one against Amy Ortiz. Now double team. Still with the ball. Shoots with the left hand, but it's well wide. Dodge City's last victory over Hutchinson in women's soccer in 2007. Goal kick away, but right to the feet of Cameron Rodriguez. Now one pass from Blackwell into Wather. She spins with the left foot, tries to send it into the box. Ball deflected back out. Now Dodge City looks to really advance for the first time today. Played up the left side to Beauplan. Ball in the middle. Here's a chance. It's great. Hollis moving in, but it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw in right at the corner. It'll be Dragon throw in at the corner. No? Or are they saying Dodge City ball? The lights have come on. So is it a corner or is it it is a throw in?
Come in and mark. The ball is over this side. Find a mark, wide.
There's a momentary concern that we may not have had the lights, as miscommunication may have kept them off for the day, but they are now on, so no worries there. We'll finish this one in good shape. A flick into the box by Prieto. Dragon's able to clear it out of danger momentarily. Wather now kicks it ahead now keeps it herself, puts it. It's 1v1 for Blackwell against 2 defenders. Sydney moving in, still come into the box, makes a move, and then she goes down, can't get the shot off. That wasn't a shot. She didn't get a shot off. No. Huh?
That was my only shot from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Then just go back. Okay.
Too late. Turn forward. Get out, defense.
Dragons are the first good chance of the second half and can't finish. Rodriguez up the middle. but nobody home. Now good hustle by Ashley Venegas to come and take the ball away. She goes down the right sideline into the foot of Naomi Waithra. Hesitates, goes to the right, now reverses it, kicks it into the box to her left foot. The cross taken away by the Conquistadors, but Waithra hustles down to chase it. Now Dodge City eventually does take it away, played long. Sprinting up the field is Gray Hollis coming out. Gray Hollis going with Burke, and the ball will roll into the top of the box in Taylor Camp. Taylor was kind of in no man's land, but she stayed at the top of the box and let Haley Burke go one-on-one with Gray Hollis. And Dodge City going with the win. Not quite as strong to open up this second half. Here's Sabala. She can't keep it on her foot. Pressured. Dodge City manages, but pass backward, flick toward the goal by Blackwell. Dodge City will get to it first. Good defensive play by Cameron Rodriguez. She travels up, now goes down the line for Blackwell. But the ball should have gone further up the line for Sydney to play. Instead, Dodge City keeps it out of danger. Hutchinson with a 15-9 lead, second set at El Dorado against Butler. Five minutes into the second half. Here's Sydney Blackwell with it, working 1v1. Goes backwards to Burke. Just across midfield. Flowers will give it a safety valve back to Taylor Camp. Camp now punting, or going against the wind, onto the foot of Yadi Delgado. Delgado soft pass onto Venegas. Now she tries to play forward through the channel, has it to Blackwell. Sydney moving in from the right side. Crosses in, but right into the no angle, and it was an easy stop for Alexis McKinnon. Ruby Gray Hollis on the left side. Yadi Delgado tips it away. Now a long ball played in by Rosales. And Taylor Camp on the right side of the goal comes out to get it. Shots are now 12-0. Dodge City still doesn't have a shot. Camp's punt gets caught up in the wind and spins out of bounds. Jamie Turner, freshman from Dublin, Ireland, makes her first appearance. She comes in for Sydney Blackwell. Boy Prachel in for Dodge City. Long throwing down the line. Burke heads it, now popped up by Rodriguez. Team's following it around. 50-50 ball here, finally won by the Dragons momentarily. And they'll get it back on the throw-in. Initially, Ashley Venegas played it long, but onto the foot of Amy Ortiz, who then booted it out of bounds for a Dragon throw-in. Now the throw-in down the line deflects out of bounds in front of Aldaba. Dragon throw-in front of their own match. Long throw-in by Delgado. It'll be another throw-in, wisely not played by Ashley Venegas. She's the only goal scorer right now. Venegas with a little bit of room, onto the foot of Waithra, working against the double team. Left foot, he can't get the pass through, but there's Rodriguez momentarily. Mater comes back to try to help. Rodriguez taken down, no call, and here come the Busters. Working 3-on-3. Dragons don't cut it off. Nice sliding tackle by Burke. Slows the momentum down for Prachel. Now the Dragons recover defensively, and Sabala takes it away. Moves past one person. Kaylin Sabala travels and plays it long, but right onto the foot of Dodge City's Amy Ortiz. Jenna Bose flicks it down the line. And Braylee Mater can't keep it in. Long throw in down the line. Bailey Flowers will get to it, and it's played back to
That's a good decision.
Taylor Camp.
Well done. Yaddy, mark your man.
Now the Dragons. Bose plays it long. Amy Turner has a chance. 1-on-4. She nearly got to it. Good hustle by her. Now played long. Coming over to get it is Delgado. Long line drive right into the stomach of a Dodge City player. She goes down. You probably heard that. That was only about 8 feet away from me. And leaving the game is Jennifer Artiaga, who took the brunt of that Yandy Delgado kick. Turner can't keep the throw in. And it's Dodge City with the throw in. 36:05 to play. 1-0 Hutchinson. Headed forward by Venegas. Again, he's been very active tonight, working against a double team. No foul called. Lathrow's almost taken down. Now Prieto presses ahead. Here's a chance for Dodge City. Knocked away by Flowers momentarily. Prieto tries to turn against the 1v1 defensive pressure of Bailey Flowers. And it's knocked long. It'll be a Dodge City corner. But that could have become the first shot on goal for the Conquistadors had it not been for the defensive play of Bailey Flowers. Dodge City with a corner from the right. They're second of the half. It's a pretty good one, headed up. Now flick back into the box, headed back out by Venegas. Here's a shot and a goal. Venegas tried to head it out, but right onto the foot of Liliana Vasquez. He blasts it past Taylor Camp, and we're tied 1-1. 12 unassisted. 34:52, the time of the goal. And we are all knotted up at 1 apiece.
Do you remember our conversation at Heston about telling the center back to leave it and not giving away a corner?
So now the Dragons look to recapture the lead.
Pass the ball! Rest, Braley! No! Keep it out! Kelly, you gonna mark?
It's all tight at 1 now. Dodge City has the win for the remainder of the half. Sabala plays it in. Blackwell tries to keep it alive. Now Sydney kicks it ahead to Addie White. She can't play it cleanly, but the Dragons are offsides. If the Dragons are not able to come away with the 3 conference points, that really puts them behind the 8 ball in winning the Jayhawk West early on. Venegas into Blackwell. Her pass back out to Venegas. Now Sabala. Played right over to Sabala from Rodriguez. Rader will chase it down to Haley Burke. Burke gets double teamed over to Bailey Flowers. Now the Dragons look to advance. Flowers at midfield. Pass on the ground to Sabala. Play to Rodriguez. Rodriguez tries to play a through ball to Blackwell, but played back by the Conquistadors. Now flicked into the box by Jenna Bose. No play for the Dragons. Dragons win the second set 25-14 down in El Dorado and lead that match with Butler 2-0. Now Blackwell down the right side being defended off. She's being double teamed. Blackwell tries to play it to the middle, and Sabala. Sabala now to Venegas, back to Rodriguez. Braylee Mater gets the ball taken away from her, and here comes Coronado up the field for Dodge City. Right now, Dodge City showing some speed. Coronado slips. Jenna Bose comes up with the ball for Hutch. Dragons need to take advantage of this. Venegas has the ball taken off her foot, but Bose there. She plays it down the line. Now travels forward. Crosses it to the top of the box, but two Dodge City defenders there. Dragons unable just to create any kind of consistent offensive pressure in this one. They're now down to 31-40 and counting. Sammy Lane was worried about this one. Said Dodge City is a growing offensive threat.
Sabala, get in midfield. Where's the ball? Sabala, go!
Juliana Vasquez with her third of the year, tying the game in the 55th minute. Good ball by Rader into White. She can't chase it down. Good hustle back to get the ball by Sandy Ledoux. Dragging through balls, just not really being effective. Headed by Haley Burke out of trouble. Rader plays long, but it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be a Dragon throw in right in front of Sammy Lane. Rader with the throw in to Sabala. Flicks it over two people, but White gets cut up. Still runs to it. She goes down. And it'll be a Hutchinson throw in. Another throw in down the right side. Here's the sad thing. The only Dodge shot of the game has found the back of the net. Dragons have outshot Dodge 12-1, 8-1 in shots on goal. And yet we're tied to 1, and that's just the oddity of the game of soccer. You can dominate possession, dominate play, and still one shot the other way, and you find yourself in a wee bit of trouble. Dodge City throw-in, defended by Rader. Now the Dragons come up with it. Rodriguez. Pass with her off foot. Can't connect with Blackwell and trickles through all the way to Alexis McKinnon. McKinnon's been a warrior for Dodge City with 7 saves to this point. Here's Venegas. Moves past one player. Long for Braylee Mater. They are really marking her up. That time Amy Ortiz cutting her off. Here's a left-handed flick into the box by Venegas. White battles for it. She can't get to it. And be punted away by McKinnon. Angela Rader brings it down. Now tries to play it through. She telegraphed that pass, and somehow the Dragons will get a throw-in. She was trying to go right through two people to Addie White, but looked right where the pass is going, and both Dodge City defenders just dove right onto the ball. Burke tries to play it long to White, deflected out of bounds. Dragon throw-in. The win still significant, but not to the point where the Dragons can't get some opportunities. Here's White near the goal line, and it will be a Dragon corner. Hutchinson's 11th corner of the game. Braylee Mater will deliver it from the right side. Last time the Dragons connected on a set piece was a Mater cross and a Sydney Blackwell header in. Corner in. Burke gets to it. Can't get the shot off. She goes down. Dragons retain possession. Cross into the box by Braylee Mater, but it lands on top of the goal. Now you kind of sense a little bit of frustration on the part of the Blue Dragons. Barton at 4-0-1 in conference play. That's good for 13 points. Cloud County 4-0. That's 12 points. Hutchinson at 3-0-1. That's 10 points. A loss would be very damaging to the Blue Dragons. Still a lot of season to go. They still have to play Cloud County twice and Barton one more time, that in Great Bend. But they would definitely be behind the 8 ball if they were to drop this one. Even a point would help, but still would be damaging again. A foul called against Dodge City, it'll be a Hutchinson ball. Lights starting to take effect a little bit here at the Salthawk Sports Complex. Haley Burke from midfield sends it long. But somehow Dragons lose that 50-50 ball. Anika Beauplan trying to work against Rader. She makes the turn. Good tackle by Haley Burke. Knocked the ball off Beauplan's foot. Rader will get it and then chips it out of bounds. She had Addie White. Sammy Lane wanted just to knock it long. But now Dodge City has an opportunity. That ball flicked. Cleared momentarily by Bailey Flowers. Now Blackwell tries to reverse the field onto the foot of Venegas. A little too far for Addie White. He's trying to chase it down, going 1v1 with Arteaga. And ultimately gets to it. Ball crossed into the middle, deflected out by Mater, but onto the foot of Ashley Venegas. Now to Mater. Mater tries to make the turn, double team. Ball taken away, kicked out of bounds. It'll be a Dragon corner from the left side. 25-15 and counting. Dragons need to convert on one of these set pieces. Decent one into the box. It's still loose, and it's cleared out by a Dodge City defender. Bailey Flowers will chase it down far side. Try to work past Liliana Vasquez. She tied it up. Now into Blackwell. Blackwell shoots with left foot, diving save by Alexis McKinnon. The Dragons have seen their share of hot goalkeeping the last 2 games. There's now 8 saves for McKinnon. Vivi Rodriguez had 19 for Heston on Saturday. Ball out of bounds, bounces around toward our broadcast area, be a Dragon throw-in. 1-1 the score. Dragons take a 1-0 lead in the first half on an Ashley Venegas goal, her 5th of the year, assisted by Naomi Waithra. Coming in the 24th minute. And Liliana Vasquez unassisted, blasting one. At the ball rattling around after a corner kick. Shoots right in high middle. Her 3rd of the year. And coming in the 57th minute to tie this match up at 1 apiece. Dragons pressure. Out of bounds to Dodge. There's the throw-in, headed out of bounds to be another Dodge throw-in. And Ritter heads it toward the middle. Flowers kicks it off to the left side. Jenna Bowe should have time to go get it. Not defended now. Jenna travels. Plays it to Venegas. It was defended, and somehow Venegas comes away with it with room down the left sideline. She reverses now, kicks it into the middle. White will travel to get it. Venegas will come back, flicked into the middle, defended by a Dodge City double team and cleared. .22:45 and counting.
Get in deep, Eddie.
Dragons trail third set 9-6. Here's White centering one, knocked down by Sandy Ledoux. 3 players down. Been a physical game. Somehow Hutch comes away with it. Here's Sabala into the box. Tip back out over the head of Venegas. Coming up to play it is Bailey Flowers. Flowers settles it. Now chips it left side for Bose. Bose tries to send one in the box. Her pass deflected by the Conquistadors and cleared back out. Dragons missing a couple of defenders as they were playing forward. Bailey Flowers reverses a couple of times. Now gets it over to Haley Burke. Good one-on-one play, keeping the ball under control by Bailey Flowers. Now Venegas plays down the left side. Mater trying to chase it down. Gets to it, overruns the ball, and Coronado comes away with it for the Conquistadors. That has been that kind of night for Braley Mater all night long. Just getting close to the ball, and unfortunately can't come away with it to do anything that will put pressure on the Conquistadors. Throw in far side for the Dragons. Now Rodriguez plays long middle toward White. But right now the Dodge City defensive line really defending the through balls well. There's another case of that right there as Arteaga takes it away. Dragons double team in the midfield, but Dodge City keeps it. Played forward by Alejandro Arreola. Arreola down the left sideline. Rader and Burke drifting back. Now Arreola tries to reverse, gets on the right foot, crosses it long right side, all the way over to the other side, and Amber Ruiz will try to come up with it. Played back toward the middle. Ball loose. Dodge City still has it. Into the left corner is Arreola. Arreola crosses in, but coming out to dive and make the stop play is Taylor Camp, and it will be a Dragon goal kick.
And they almost scored. Cameron, do you understand we're playing into the wind and you can't kick it hard enough?
Dragons lead 14-11 in the third set now. Buster's trying to put the pressure on. Haley Berg clears it. That ball flicked toward the side out of it. And it will be a Dragon throw in. Naomi Wather is going to come in. Her left thigh is wrapped up, so she's not playing at 100% speed. Braley Mater comes off for the Dragons. Raider throw in, headed by the Conquistadors. Right back to Raider. She brings it down against a triple team, plays it high toward the middle. Now Wather has it. Naomi needs to try to work to create something. Again, she's not playing at full speed, so that is a bit of a hindrance. Wather plays this one down the left side. Here's Blackwell moving in. Or excuse me, that is Jenna Bose. Working 1v1 versus Court. A lot of contact. And now whistle and a foul called on Jenna. 18-40 and counting in this one. Dodge City playing with a lot of confidence right now. Dodge City with a chance here, but Raider plays the through ball and intercepts it. Rodriguez flicks it across. Nobody home for the Dragons. Hutchinson has dominated this series. Dodge City has just a couple of wins since the series started in 2005. Burke midfield gets double teamed. The ball's taken away by Deanna Prieto. Now Prieto and Burke working one-on-one. Prieto makes the turn, kicks it forward, deflected out of bounds by Jenna Bose.
Dribble the ball when you have it. Haley, play with 2 touches, Haley. Jelly, do you see the man right here? Of course
Getting all the strategy from Sammy Lane, who's right in front of me. Another intense night game here at the SSC. Conk throw in far side. Ball played backwards, but onto the foot of Bailey Flowers. She tries to go forward with it, but Dodge City there, stepping up to get his Rodriguez. Now plays it into the Dragon. Here's Waithra. Ahead to White, but the Dragons are offside. That was a close call. They're going to say Alex Miller was just a little bit ahead of the play. Hutchinson's now been whistled for 3 offsides. Venegas back to Bose. Her pass in the middle taken away by Areola. Now ball into the box. Here comes Camp out. Liliana Vasquez can't chase it down and can't plays it cleanly. Her punt, Wing catches it again. She's trying to hammer that ball and it just gets caught up into the wind and basically is an easy turnover by the Dragons, giving Dodge City a free chance. Dodge City starting to create some pressure. Dragons have a chance. There's in the middle by Rachel. She goes down. Ball cleared. Ball shot through, and it's going to be a corner kick. That was Liliana Vasquez with a shot left side. It trickled through. Not sure it would have went in, but Taylor Camp knocks it out of bounds, and the Conquistadors will have their second corner of the night. Alejandra Areola. Goal and an assist on the year for Areola. She'll take the corner. Low line drive corner, knocked right back to her by Camp. Sent back into the box, dive here, a high jump by Camp to get that one out of danger. Now the Dragons look to counter. Bose onto the foot of Waithra. Waithra plays it left side as Blackwell chases it down, plays it backwards, bad pass. But the Dragons will keep possession. Now Alex Miller kicks it way out of the range of Raider, who somehow saves it and still has plenty of room. Now the Dragons look to advance. 14 and a half to play. Waithra turns, looks, gets double team, ball taken away from behind. Now Dodge City. Rachel turns 1-on-3. Alex Miller and Burke both player and takes it away. Rodriguez goes left side. Ball knocked down by Waithra. Now her through ball played onto the foot of base. She's got it moving in. Here's a shot and a goal! The Dragons take the lead. Good work in the midfield by Naomi Waithra. And it's Addie White with the goal, and the Dragons take a lead with 13:48 to play. For Addie, that is her 4th goal of the year. And an injured Naomi Waithra battled hard. Now the Dragons look for the kill shot. Addie White with her 4th of the year. Naomi Waithra, another 2-assist game. Throw in down to the corner. Blackwell keeps it alive. No. Goal kick for the Conquistadors.
turn in. Find Simba's feet. And go, Sid. Go.
Now Waythra plays a long ball. But Dodge City clears it away. Be a goal kick with less than 12 minutes to play now. Dodge City's going to have to pressure. 2-1 Blue Dragons on a goal by Addie White, her 4th of the year. Dragons volleyball leads 2-0, and 2017 in the third, and Hutchinson does win the third set, 25-22. Let me get that tweet out real quick. Now under 11 minutes to play. Last Wednesday night, it was Hutchinson soccer finishing earlier than volleyball. They went 5 at Colby. Coming up on the 10.5-minute mark. Here's Waythra far side. Dragons still looking to attack. They don't want to be in a defensive posture. Basically play a prevent defense. The ball chipped along by Dodge City's Ruby Gray-Hollis. Back line's got to be solid. And ball played forward, but Haley Burke right there tries to make the turn. Nearly got it taken away. Now Dodge City pressures. It has an opportunity. Working ahead is Ariola down the left side. Bailey Flowers tries to close. Her pass deflected by Flowers, but onto the foot of Vasquez, who knocks one high and wide right. Liliana Vasquez had a chance to tie it up again. Misses high and right. The Dragons miss, or the Dodge City Conquistadors miss out on a chance. Shots 15-2. Now under 10 minutes to play. Ashley Venegas in the 24th minute, made it 1-0. Liliana Vasquez tied it in the 57th minute. Now Addie White with a goal at 13:48 to play gives Hutchinson a 2-1 lead. Now White plays it to Waythra at midfield. She turns, backs it long. Onto the foot of Mater. Chance for a one-on-one. Braylee Mater can't get the shot off as McKinnon comes out and basically takes it right off her foot. A lot of prompts to the Dodge City keeper tonight. Knocked out of bounds off a Conquistador. Hutch throwing with 8:40 to play. Maybe another throw in a little further down the line. And a third throw in. Sort of a busy 4 days for Blue Dragon Athletics. Soccer tonight. Football tomorrow night. Volleyball day Friday and Saturday. And soccer at Pratt on Saturday. Here's Waythra taking one into the box. She tries to pass. It's deflected toward the corner, but knocked out of bounds. Sammy Lane plays it, and it'll be a Dragon throw in. Now less than 8 minutes to go in this one. Dragons clinging to a 1-goal lead. That throw-in goes all the way past the goal line. It'll be a goal kick. Hutchinson trying to hold on for Sammy Lane's victory number 199 as a Blue Dragon. He's the only coach in Hutchinson soccer history. If they hold on, a chance at 200 on Saturday at Pratt against one of his former players, Ashley Burnett. But the Conquistadors would like to have something to say about that. And if the Dragons keep playing loose like that, Dodge City may get another scoring opportunity. Prieto takes it ball away from Jenna Bose, but the Dragons come up with it. It's knocked long by Cameron Rodriguez. The only player close is Gray Hollis for Dodge City. She kicks it right side. That pass high through the air can't be played by Marcelo Coronado. Going to be a Dragon throw in far side.
Jenna, you should have called for the ball.
Here's Bose at midfield, plays it down the line, onto the foot of Waithra. She hesitates, tries to move forward a little bit. Anytime that Naomi makes the turn, she is facing a double or a triple team. And with her not moving as well as she could and not having Megan Maslack out there, Dragons are kind of having to reform the front line on the fly. 6:10 now to go. Time ticking away on the Conquistadors. Can't tick fast away. Or tick away fast enough if you're a Hutchinson fan. Right now, these throw-ins playing to the advantage of Hutchinson.
Don't run away. One of us has to be behind the ball. Just throw it.
Again, shots 15-3 now. Only one shot on goal for Dodge City, and it's found the back of the net. Great shot by Liliana Vasquez to tie it up. Yet another throw-in. This is effectively taking about 45 seconds off the clock. All these throw-ins down the right side. Actually, a foul called now on the other side. It'd be a kick for Haley Burke. She plays a nice ball toward the middle. Mater tries to bring it down clean. We'll play it backwards to Rader. Her double team. She slips by it to Venegas. Played backwards. Now to Flowers. Left side to Bose. Bose ridden off the ball. But the Dragons come with. Here's Waithra. Her pass into the box, deflected backwards. Rodriguez plays it down the left side. Here is Addie White onto the foot of Sabala. She flicks one, and it's a goal for the Blue Dragons. That might be the dagger. Kaylin Sabala with her second of the year. Addie White with the assist. Also, Cameron Rodriguez gets the assist, her second goal of the year, and Hutchinson leads it by the score of 3-1 with 4:51 to play, and that might be the dagger for Dodge City. And we have an injury. And while the sports medicine staffs for both schools tend to, we're going to take a quick break. Dodge City's Valerie Aldaba comes off the field after being injured. 3-1 Hutch. 4:51 to play. Kaylin Sabala with her second of the year. Cameron Rodriguez gets the secondary assist. and Addie White gets the primary. So the Dragons have a 3-1 lead now with 4:41 and counting. So look for Dodge City to pressure hard over these final 5 minutes. So a strong second half response for Hutchinson to this point after Dodge City tied it up, but still work to be done. Bailey Flowers cuts off a pass down the middle. Now Sabala plays it to Waithra. Waithra being pushed backwards, right back to Angela Rader. Rader will play it up the line to Braylee Mater. Mater tries to go up line, out of bounds off the foot of Sandy Ledoux, dragging the throw in with now under 4 minutes to play. Rodriguez, who's played a good game in the midfield, very aggressive in the second half. Now a lot of contact in the middle. It's going to be a Hutchinson foul whistled against Jenna Bowes. Jennifer Arteaga, who's taken a couple of shots tonight, goes down again, but she's up and okay. That was Hutchinson's 6th foul, just to Dodge City's 2. Sandy Ledoux with the ball, plays it toward the goal. It's going to trickle all the way through to Taylor Camp. Lights in full effect here at the SSC now. Dragons looking for win number 6 on the year, conference win number 4. Bowes plays it long. Now Dodge City tries to sprint it up the field, but Rader plays it. And now the Dragons go forward. Raithra pitches it long right side. Mater in the corner. Braley tries to chase it down, working against Ledoux. Braley makes the turn, makes the cross. Actually deflected out of bounds, and it should be a Dragon corner. The cross by Braley Mater was knocked out of bounds by Marcela Coronado, leading to Hutchinson's 13th corner of the night. Less than 2.5 to play. Mater from the right side, the corner kick. Header by Haley Burke is high. So the Dragons now with 2 minutes to go, looking in pretty good shape. Take a 1-0 lead on a first half goal by Ashley Venegas. But then a breakdown on a clear after a Dodge City corner led to Liliana Vasquez tying this thing up with a blast of a shot with a little more than 30 or a little less than 35 minutes to go. Addie White got the go-ahead goal with 17:48 to play, and then the dagger by Caitlin Sabala. In the 86th minute, her second goal of the year. 80 seconds to play now for Hutchinson. Haley Burke knocks it long down the middle. Headed forward by Rodriguez, but here comes Dodge City again. Flicked out of bounds by Burke. It'll be a throw-in with 65 seconds and counting. Basically, for Dodge City to have a chance, they're going to have to score on this possession. The throw-in goes too long back to Haley Burke. Now with 50 seconds, ball played long. Should have been a handball. And they got it. Foul Dodge City. Dodge City foul. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Now 30 seconds to go. Haley Burke will play it. Hutchinson's going to get win number 6. It wasn't an easy one. Burke's ball goes all the way through the line. Here's a shot wide. That was Macy Smith with a shot. Macy, a hat trick a week ago. Under 10 seconds to play. 3, 2, and 1, and there's the siren, and Hutchinson wins it 3-1. Sammy Lane gets his 199th career win. And the Blue Dragons get the victory to keep pace in the Jayhawk West. A very good response for Hutchinson after Dodge City tied it up early in the second half. We're going to take a quick break, total it up, and wrap it up right after this. Welcome back to the Salthawk Sports Complex, everybody. Steve Carpenter with you. Blue Dragon postgame show. Hutchinson a 3-1 winner over Dodge City this evening, but it was not easy. The Dragons and the Conquistadors tied 1-1 until the 17:48 mark of the second half when Andy White delivered the go-ahead goal. Kalen Sabala finished it off with a goal with a little less than 5 minutes to go to make it 3-1. Ashley Venegas, her fifth of the year. We'll get to the scoring momentarily. But the Dragons get the win, and a good response for the Blue Dragons after Dodge City ties it up. Hutchinson now 5-0-1 overall, or excuse me, 6-0-1 overall. 4-0-1, 13 points in the Jayhawk West. Dodge City drops its second in a row after winning two in a row. Now 3-5-1 overall, 2-3 in conference play. Hutchinson dominated possession most of the game, out shooting Dodge 18-3. In fact, Dodge's only shot on goal went in the back of the net. Stellar goalkeeping by Dodge City's Alexis McKinnon. She had 8 saves on the evening, but the Dragons finally cracked through a couple of times in the second half. Dodge City played against the wind in the first half, and Hutchinson was only able to come up with one goal. That goal, Ashley Venegas' fifth from Naomi Waithra. They made a 1-0 with 26:42 to go in the first half. That was the halftime score. Hutchinson outshot Dodge City 12-0 in the opening half. Then in the second half, Dodge City had a corner, just one of two on the game. While the initial corner didn't yield anything, the ball trickled out to the top of the box, and Liliana Vasquez let a huge right-handed kick fly right over the top of Taylor Camp, who didn't see it. She was screened out on the play, and we're tied at 1 with 34:52 to play. Dragons finally started getting some consistent pressure late in the game. And when the Dragons finally got a sprint down the right side. It's back in the box or the bag. Naomi Waithra fed Addie White, who sprinted to the ball, made a one-on-one move and beat McKinnon for a goal. That came with 76 in the 77th minute. That made it 2-1 Hutchinson, and then Kalen Sabala, a little flick over McKinnon in the box. With a little less than 5 minutes to play, made it 3-1. The Dragons get the victory. So Hutchinson now gets win number 199 for Sammy Lane. And first chance at number 200 comes Saturday against an old friend and Ashley Burnett, the Pratt head coach. Pratt Video will bring you that. Andy Koger will be down there tweeting and statting it and keeping you up to date as Dragons go after a piece of history. So that's going to do it tonight. Hutchinson, a 3-1 winner over Dodge City. The Blue Dragons now 6-0-1, 4-1 in conference play. Goals by Ashley Venegas. The game-winning goal by Addie White. She now has 4 on the year. And Kaylin Sabala, her second of the year, finishes it off. The scoring, Hutchinson with a 3-1 win, and they'll take on Pratt next week. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We will talk to you again next week. Until then, Steve Carpenter from the Salthawk Sports Complex in Hutchinson. So long, everybody.